music, that music, music, that music, music, that music, music, that music.
Check it out now. I work the pen to make the ink transform on any particular surface the pen lands on. Kier is hands on. What's the beat? The coolie high code cheese, high post technique. I drape off poetic landscapes and shapes. Illustrate the paper space off the pen's dip paint. The design would have it National Geographic or magic with tailor-made status and plus flavor that's automatic.
We're not falling, we take it back to the days of yes, y'allin'. We're holding on to what's golden.
We're on the stage, I'm raging, I'm rolling.
We're not calling, a shot calling. We take it back to the days of yes, y'allin'. We're holding on to what's golden.
We're on the stage, I'm raging, I'm rolling.
Melancholy, mundane, sauteed, a hot flame, big rings, fat chains, they all quest for the same.
What's up, everybody? Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing a deck of cards, well, kind of like 3 decks of cards, but we're just going to be taking a look at one that comes in multiple colors. Today we're taking a look at the Melies playing cards by Pure Imagination Projects. I'm real excited. I feel like this is a super underrated deck. So this deck does come in 3 colors. You get red, blue, and silver. We've got quite a bit to cover. Before we get started, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
Okay, so basically all 3 of the colors are the exact same, so we're just gonna focus on the red ones, but I will show you what the other ones look like. So the Melies playing cards were actually based on the first movie ever made, which I believe is Voyage to the Moon, but it's the French translation of that. So if this looks familiar, that's where that image is from. And the name Melies comes from the director of that movie, which was George Melies. This deck was conceptualized by Derek McKee, was illustrated by Logan Max, and of course was created by Pure Imagination Projects. If you don't know who Pure Imagination Projects are, they do the Cherry Casino decks. They also do the Icon decks. The front of the tuck case is done in this beautiful bright red color. It has a border made up of what looks almost like snowflakes, but just kind of looks like a dotted line if you hold it far away. It has the title of the cards on it, and it says Eclipse Edition. Then you have the moon with the bullet in it. There's nothing on either side of the tuck case. As well, there's nothing on top. And the bottom has some ad copy about the creators of this deck. The back design is the back design of the cards, so you can see it's beautifully illustrated and got a lot of detail, but ultimately looks like a worker's deck. Inside the tuck flap has that moon again with the bullet hole in it, and let's peep the cards. Oh, this is your back design. You get a super thin white border, and it is a mirrored back. You've got stars in the corners with some beautiful line work kind of going around it. There's all kinds of beautiful artistic illustrations. This looks like it would be like a really dope tattoo that somebody would have. Of course, the focal point is your moon. This is a deck that you just want to play with all day. Okay, I'm done now. Or am I? Okay, now with this deck, you're gonna get 2 almost identical Jokers. These fellas were in the movie Voyage to the Moon. It says Joker in the corner. You get these kind of... The only difference between these 2 is that one Joker has nothing written on it, and the other one has some Pure Imagination Projects ad copy. Your Ace of Spades is gonna look like this. So you get this awesome title of the cards in a cool font. This giant enlarged spade pip with... I believe this woman was also in the movie, but I don't know. But really detailed, I like that a lot. And then of course, Eclipse Edition, Pure Imagination Projects. All right, now in terms of ad cards, you're gonna get a blank card, always good. And you get a double backer, oh yeah. The rest of your cards are gonna be basically standard. The only difference is that the bright red of the diamonds and hearts has been muted down to be a little bit darker. And for the court cards, kind of the same thing. The colors have been muted down a bit, but ultimately it's a completely standard deck. You can see not a lot of difference between this and what you would see on a deck of bicycles. And of course, your non-court card faces are standard. So that makes this deck really just a great deck for working. So if you're a gigging magician, This is definitely a deck that you could use for Magic. It's a little bit pricey, so I don't know why you would, but they feel great, they look amazing, and that's pretty much gonna take us to the handling. So in terms of handling with these cards, they're printed by the USPCC on Bicycle stock, so they feel really good. Just like any deck that you would buy on Bicycle stock, you can pretty much count on it coming out of the box feeling very soft and springy. It doesn't require a lot of breaking in right out of the box, which I like. I'm a huge fan of that. This is what they look like in a spread. Ooh, I like it. They look like in a fan, in movement. See how they faro. Definitely top to bottom, which makes them modern cut. Check the snappiness. Nice, yeah, very snappy as well. I like that. Okay, now I will give you guys a quick look at the blue ones and the silver ones, just so that you can see if you're interested in buying this deck, which ones you might like. The blue ones are the exact same as the red, but they're done in metallic blue. So this is kind of the exact same blue as the Tahoe Blue Cherry Casinos. I have reviewed those cards, so if you want to see a little bit more about what the color might look like, you can go check out that review. And the silver ones look like this. So nice and light colored. In person, actually, depending on the lighting, it can be very difficult to, there we go, to see what's on the cards. Similar to any silver deck, really. You have the same problem with the David Blaine Silver Split Spades, but up close and personal, they look awesome. They look really cool. I think the red ones are my favorite because they're not metallic, and I don't really like metallic ink that much. But when it comes to something like this, it looks very good, like in a spread. So there's those. Well guys, thank you so much for checking out my review of the Melies playing cards by Pure Imagination Projects. Also a shout out to Danny over at the United Magicians Emporium for sending me these decks so that I can review them just for you. Please make sure you drop a like on the video, guys. It does help me out a lot. Also make sure if you haven't subscribed yet that you go ahead and do it, because we got a lot of stuff coming up that I don't want you to miss. All that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.